In this video, we discuss about the Newton-Raphson method, which is a method to find the root of an equation. Now, suppose we want to find the root of an equation, fx is equal to 0. So as we know, a function in single variable x represents a curve in the xy plane. And if there exists a real root for the equation, then that curve will cross x-axis at some point. And that point where the curve crosses x-axis will be the root of that equation. Now we want to find this particular root. So for that, suppose there exists a point x0 which is close to the given root. But suppose by somehow we find x0, the value of x, which is close to the required root. Suppose that x0 is somewhere here. Let me draw the ordinate at x is equal to x0. Suppose it meets the curve at the point A, whose coordinates are x0 and f of x0. So what we did in regular Falsy method is, we find the interval in which the root lies, then we take corresponding points on the curve and we draw the chord. But usually chord moves a little slow compared to the tangent. So tangent is a little faster. So we draw the tangent at the point A. Suppose the tangent cuts the x-axis at the point B, whose x coordinate is x1. So draw the tangent at the point A. Suppose the tangent cuts the x-axis or meets the x-axis at the point B, whose x coordinate is say x1. Now we know x0. That means we know x0 and f of x0. Using this, we'll try to find x1. So once we get x1, again, we can repeat the same method, same process. So draw the ordinate at the point x1. It meets the curve at some point. Draw the tangent at that particular point. You get x2. Then using x2, we can get x3, x4, and so on. Finally, we arrive at the required root. So we'll see now how to find x1 using x0 and f of x0. For that, let me calculate the slope of AP. The coordinates of A are x0 and f of x0, and the coordinates of P will be x1 and 0. Y coordinate is 0. So the slope becomes y2 minus y1, that is 0 minus f of x0 divided by the difference of x coordinates, x1 minus x0. And from calculus, we know that the slope can also be calculated using the derivative. So the first derivative at the given point represents the slope of the tangent at that particular point. So the slope of the tangent AP is also given by the first derivative dy by dx, or f dash x at x is equal to x0. That is f dash of x0 denotes the slope of the same line AP. Since both are same, equate them. So using cross multiplication and little bit of simplification, we get x1 as x0 minus f of x0 divided by f dash of x0. So cross multiply and simplify, we get x1 is equal to x0 minus f of x0 by f dash of x0. So we know x0. Given the equation of the function f of x, we can calculate f of x0 and f dash of x0. So using this formula, we can get the value of x1. So once you get x1, now you use x1 and repeat the same method again. So draw the ordinate at the point x1. It meets the curve at some point. Draw the tangent at that particular point. It cuts x-axis at say x2. Now calculate x2 using x1. With a similar method, we get x2 as x1 minus f of x1 by f dash of x1. Now repeat the same thing at x2, draw the ordinate and draw the tangent at that point. You get x3, which is x2 minus f of x2 by f dash of x2, and so on. So repeat this method. So you get x2, x3, x4, and so on. So at some point, or from x0 to x1, x1 to x2, you are moving towards the required route. So after a few number of steps, you get the actual route. Or if you want to know whether we reached that actual route or not, you need to keep an eye on this numerator, that is f of x values. So when we go closer to the root, the value of the function becomes smaller and smaller. It goes towards 0. If the numerator becomes 0 or close to 0, so we are at the required root. So this method is known as Newton-Raphson method. So let us take an example. Using Newton-Raphson method, find a real root that lies near x is equal to 4.5. So x equal to 4.5 will be our x naught. The equation is tan x is equal to x corrected to 4 decimal places. Corrected to 4 decimal places. So here fx is tan x minus x, and x naught, f dash x is required. So the derivative of tan x is secant square minus 1. So we convert this secant into tan. So secant square minus 1 is tan square x. That is 1 plus tan square is secant square. So secant square x minus 1 is tan square x. And also x naught is given as 4.5. Now using x naught, calculate x1, which is x naught minus f of x naught by f dash of x naught. So x naught is 4.5. F of x naught means tan 4.5 minus 4.5. Make sure that your calculator is in radians. So 4.5 is not the degrees here. So set your calculator for radians. Then find tan of 4.5 minus 4.5, you get 0.1373. And tan 4.5 square. Tan 4.5 square will be 21.5049. So this comes as 4.49362. So this is the next approximation for the exact root. Now using x1, find x2, which is x1 minus f of x1 by f dash of x1. So x1 is 4.49362. F of x1 means tan 4.49362 minus 4.49362. You get 0.00426 divided by f dash of 4.49362 will be 20.2309. So you get 4.49341. Since we want the root corrected to 4 decimal places, so keep observing the first 4 decimal places. We have 49362, here it is 49341. So we have first 3 decimal places are matching now. We want 4 decimal places, so go for next step. x3 will be x2 minus f of x2 by f dash of x2. So 4.49341 is your x2. This is f of x2. So just see here, it is going very fast towards 0. And this is f dash of x2. So get 4.49341. The previous answer is also 4.49341. So both are the same. So you can stop here, or else we want corrected to 4 decimal places. So if you observe, first 4 decimal places are same. Actually, for all 5 decimal places are same. So this will be our required root corrected to 4 decimal places. So required root is approximately 4.49341. So just keep in mind, you must keep the calculator in radians to calculate these values. So take one more example using Newton-Raphson method. Find a real root of cos x minus x into e power x equal to 0, corrected to 3 decimal places. Here x naught is not given. So fx is cos x minus x into e power x, and f dash x, so differentiate this. The derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so f dash x is minus sin x and the derivative of this x into e power x is minus x e power x minus e power x. So minus x as it is, derivative of e power x is e power x. Then minus e power x as it is, derivative of x is 1. So this is f dash x. Since x naught is not given, we need to find that x naught. So we have apply the method we used in regular falsy method. So we try to find the interval in which the root lies. So therefore, take x is equal to 0, you get f of 0 as cos 0 minus 0 into e power 0, that is 1. And for x is equal to 1, f of 1 is cos 1. Again, calculator should be in radians. So cos 1 minus 1 into e power 1, you get minus 2.177 something. The sign changes. That means root belongs to the interval 0, 1. So you can take x naught as any number in the interval 0, 1. You can take x naught as 0 or x naught as 1 or any number in the interval 0 to 1. But here we take x naught as the midpoint of the interval 0 and 1. So for all our examples, we'll be taking the midpoint of the interval as x naught. So 0 plus 1 by 2, that is x naught, we take it as 0.5. Now calculate x1 using Newton-Raphson method, which is x naught minus f x naught by f dash of x naught. So x naught is 0.5, f of x naught is put x is equal to x naught here, cos 0.5 minus 0.5 into e power minus 0.5. Find f dash of x naught minus sin 0.5 minus 0.5 into e to the power 0.5 minus e power 0.5, get minus 2.9525. This comes as 0.51802. Now using 0.51802, calculate x2, which is x1 minus f of x1 by f dash of x1. So we get x1 is 0.51802 minus, so this is f of x1. In f of x, replace x by 0.51802, you get minus 0.000799. And f dash of 0.51802, you get minus 3.04346. So you get 0.51776. Continue this. We want correct it to 3 decimal places. So just check the first 3 decimal places. We have 518, here 517. So continue. Find the x3, x2 minus f of x2 by f dash of x2. So 5.51776 is your x2. This value is f of x2 minus 0.508, and this is f dash of 0.51776. So this comes as 0.51776. So x2 and x3 are matching. Actually, we want corrected to 3 decimal places. Here, all the 5 decimal places are same. So we stop at this point. So x3 will be the required root. So required root is approximately 0.51776. Let us take one more example. Find the real root of x plus log x to the base 10 is equal to 3.375. Corrected to 3 decimal places. So here fx is x plus log x to the base 10 minus 3.375. Now differentiate f of x. So get f dash x as the derivative of x is 1. The derivative of log x to the base 10. The derivative of log x to the base e is 1 by x. But the base is 10 here. So the derivative of log x to the base 10 is 1 divided by x into ln of 10. ln means log 10 to the base e. So for that matter, the derivative of log x to any base. So if it is log x to the base m, it is 1 upon x into ln of m, means log m to the base e. Yes, since we have the base 10 here, the derivative is 1 upon x into ln of 10. That is log x to log 10 to the base e. And derivative of 3.375 is 0. So x naught not given, so we need to find that x naught. Okay, before that, so ln 10 or otherwise 1 upon ln 10. Find ln of 10 in your calculator. Ln 10. Find ln 10 and take the reciprocal of that. We get 0.4343. So ln 10 is nothing but log 10 to the base e. So in the calculator, use ln key. Find ln 10. Take the reciprocal. You get 0.4343 and this x as it is. So to find x0, we find the interval in which the root lies. For x, since we have logarithm here, so we start from x is equal to 1. So f of 1 is 1 plus log 1. So use the log key. Log 1 is 0 minus 3.375. You get minus 2.375. For x equal to 2, f of 2 will be 2 plus log 2, not ln 2. It is log 2 minus 3.375. You get minus 1.07 something. And for x is equal to 3, f of 3 is 3 plus log 3 minus 3.375. You get 0.10212. So there is change in the sign. So the interval in which the root lies is 2, 3. So root belongs to 2, 3. So we take x0 as the midpoint of 2 and 3, that is 2.5. So x0 is 2.5. Now using x0 and using Newton-Raphson formula, find x1. For that we need f of x, which is x plus log x to the base 10 minus 3.375, and f dash x is 1 plus 0.4343 by x. Now x1 is x0 minus f of x0 by f dash x0. x0 is 2.5. f of x0 means f of 2.5. That is 2.5 log 2.5 minus 3.375, which is minus 0.47706. And f dash of 2.5 is 1 plus 0.4343 by 2.5, which is 1.17372. So this comes as 2.90645. Now using x1, find x2. We get 2.91096. Using x2, find x3. We get 2.91096. We want corrected to 3 decimal places, but we are getting 5 decimal places same. So stop at this point. The required root is 2.91096. So take one more example. Using Newton-Raphson method, find the cube root of 20. Carry out 3 iterations. So we need to find cube root of 20. So imagine we don't know what is cube root of 20. So take cube root of 20 is equal to x. So eliminate this cube root. For that, take the cube on both the sides. We get 20 is equal to x cube, or x cube minus 20 is equal to 0. So this becomes an equation. So if you find the root of this equation, that is nothing but the value of x, and x is nothing but the cube root of 20. So if you want to get the cube root of 20, just find the root of this equation, for which we apply the Newton-Raphson method. So fx is x cube minus 20, f dash x is 3x square. Find x0. So see what is cube root of 20 using the calculator. So it comes around 2.71 something. So I take x0 as 2.5. Or else you can take x equal to 0. You get f of 0 as minus 20. X is equal to 1. You get minus 19. X equal to 2. You get minus 12. X equal to 3. You get plus 7. So there is change in the sign between 2 and 3. So take x0 as 2.5. Then find x1, which is x0 minus f of x0 by f dash of x1, x0. x0 is 2.5. f of x0 is 2.5 whole cube minus 20. We get minus 4.375. f dash of 2.5 is 3 into 2.5 square. We get 18.75. So total value is 2.7333. So using x2 find, using x1 find x2. So get 2.71451. Since the question is to carry out 3 iterations, so find x3. So get 2.71441 using this x2. So at the end of 3 iterations, the value of x is 2.71441, which is the root of this equation. So root of this equation is nothing but the value of cube root of 20. So cube root 20 is approximately 2.71441. So which you can verify using the calculator. So these are a few examples on Newton-Raphson method. Thank you.